The Indus River, a lifeline for millions, has long been a point of contention between India and Pakistan. This shared water resource, crucial for both nations, is governed by the Indus Waters Treaty. Signed in 1960, the treaty stands as one of the most successful examples of trans-boundary water cooperation. It allocates the 6 rivers of the Indus Basin between the two countries. India has control over the eastern rivers, Sutlej, Beas and Ravi, while Pakistan controls the western rivers, Indus, Jhelum and Chenab. For over 6 decades, the treaty has largely survived periods of conflict and political turmoil. However, recent events have cast a shadow on its future. India's decision to suspend the treaty marks a significant shift in the water relationship between the two countries. This move, while unprecedented, has its roots in a complex web of geopolitical tensions and security concerns. On April 24, 2025, the serene landscape of Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir was shattered by a horrific act of terrorism. A group of heavily armed militants attacked a convoy of tourists, killing 26 innocent people. The attack, swiftly condemned by the international community, sent shockwaves through India. The Indian government was quick to blame Pakistan-based terrorist groups for the carnage. The Pahalgam attack proved to be a tipping point in India-Pakistan relations. It came amidst heightened tensions along the line of control and a surge in cross-border infiltration attempts. India, frustrated by what it perceives as Pakistan's continued support for terrorist groups operating from its soil, decided to take a drastic step. The suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty was seen as a way to signal its displeasure and exert pressure on Pakistan. India's decision to suspend the Indus Waters Treaty was a calculated move with potentially far-reaching consequences. By putting the treaty on hold, India aims to send a strong message to Pakistan. It wants Pakistan to dismantle the terrorist infrastructure operating within its borders and take concrete steps to prevent future attacks. The suspension also allows India to explore its options regarding the western rivers, which are crucial for Pakistan's agriculture and economy. India argues that Pakistan's alleged support for terrorism constitutes a material breach of the treaty. It claims that Pakistan's actions violate the treaty's preamble, which calls for good faith and mutual trust. However, it remains to be seen how this argument will hold up under international law. The treaty itself does not explicitly link terrorism to water sharing. Moreover, India's move could set a dangerous precedent for other transboundary water agreements. Pakistan, heavily reliant on the Indus River system, views India's suspension of the treaty with grave concern. The Indus and its tributaries are the lifeblood of Pakistan's agrarian economy, providing water for over 90% of its irrigated agriculture. Any disruption to this vital water source could have devastating consequences for Pakistan's food security, economic stability, and social fabric. Despite the escalating tensions, both India and Pakistan have several options at their disposal. They could choose to engage in bilateral talks, seeking a diplomatic solution through dialogue and compromise. The existing framework of the treaty provides mechanisms for dispute resolution. These include the Permanent Indus Commission, a neutral expert, and, as a last resort, the International Court of Justice.